What's up, addressees? Welcome to the H&R TV, the official YouTube channel for the hottest new revolution, culture, and movement. That's to live your life and love the life you live, regardless of who you piss off in the process, culture, and movement. And real fast in this video, I want to put y'all on game. And this video or this message might sound kind of harsh, but it's real life. And I don't mean it to be harsh. I'm just putting you on game, like giving you like real talk. All right. And this is my first time like ever really speaking on this. Um, yeah, so I guess it's an H&R TV exclusive. Anyway, all right. So when I first moved to Atlanta, Georgia, from Cincinnati, Ohio, I had a record deal. I was signed with Sony Epic Records, and um, Ciara was, I want to say, almost like a label mate, signed with the record company, like because we were signed with Sony Epic, the distributor, through a production company. And I know Ciara was closely tied in with the production company that we were signed with in some kind of way. I know she was working with, um, I know she was working with Jazzy Faye. Um, Heavy at one point. But anyway, that ain't the point of this message. The point of this message is, and Ciara might remember this, like her set of facts and circumstances might be different from my recollection. And my recollection was like 3 degrees separated from her situation, like from her internal situation. So I was just hearing like from somebody who heard from somebody, basically. But yeah, we used to be like, she was in our videos. We was in one, I think, just one. I think it might have just been the Goodies, her first video, Goodies. Um, and she was on our debut album. Um, but anyway, like she was just always sort of kind of like just around in our situation because our situation happened to take off like before hers did or whatever the case may be. Like so she was around, like featuring on our stuff and stuff like that. Fast forward, cause like I said, our situation came about first, and we put our music out and everything like that. And um, I think Ciara's situation came like a year after, like a couple years after, or something like that. And she ended up going a lot further than I was in a group called ATL. Um, she ended up going a lot further than we ended up going as a group. I mean, when you measure, not that I'm sitting around measuring folks' careers or whatever the case may be, but like obviously like it wasn't no breakout career like a Beyonce or like some kind of like high level A list like whatever, like, but Ciara had a pretty modest like decent career, like she's still relevant, you get what I'm saying, like, and shout out to Ciara. I'm happy for you, mama. I love the trajectory that your life is going. I'm so proud of you and I'm happy for you and always love and everything like that. um but yeah, she had more success than my group ATL ended up having in the grand scheme of things. And there's a lot of factors that go into why people pop off and why some don't, or whatever the case may be. Could have been a management thing. It could have been like maybe her management was just a little bit more prepared for like her opportunity that came around than ours was, or maybe it's just like the way she was moving. Maybe it's some things that she understood at the time that I didn't necessarily understand. But let me tell you something that I learned from Ciara. Whether this was intentional or not, well, she never sat me down and said, "Listen, I'm gonna give you this lesson on this." But so definitely it wasn't intentional. But whether she meant like for it to come off like this or not. And again, like I said, my recollection of facts, again, I'm 3 degrees of separation. Like, this might not be her actual recollection of facts for her own situation, but this is just like what I recall from that time period. To a degree, in many ways, when you are, and this is my advice to you, this is not necessarily just about what I learned from, like, Ciara, I'm putting you on game, I'm giving you like real life advice. Whether it sounds harsh, it's real. All right. So, to a degree, whenever you are trying to change your life or fix your situation or pursue a goal or a dream or a business or like whatever it is that you passionate about or that you want to do or whatever the case may be, in many ways you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. Um, and not selfish in a way where you cutthroat and like you trying to cut folks necks and like stab folks in the back and like just be grimy and scheming and a snake to get ahead. Not selfish in that way, but whatever room you end up in, you have to be your own advocate in that room. Whether you got management, whether you got a team of folks around, whether you like you got like whatever it is that folks that you feel like have your best interest, that's cool. But when you are in the room, ain't nobody gonna represent you in that room like how you gonna represent yourself. And again, back during that time period, I used to hear all the time. Well, we would hear like, oh, well, yeah, y'all know Ciara like cut so and so off. Like she ain't working with that person. Like now she working with this person, and her career steady advancing. Like, oh, nah, Ciara not working with them no more. You know, she done linked up with so and so. Like so now, and I'm seeing Ciara like popping up in videos with Missy Elliott. She popping up in videos with Luda. Like she like progressing. And I don't know, that's just something that I always noticed. Like when, and maybe I don't know if it's because she was a solo artist, but when she would come around to the studios or whatever, like she would just be in her bag, like focused on Ciara and what her agenda was, and the people around her had her best interest. But again, like I was in a group, it was 4 of us, so like whenever we was in like meetings and stuff like that, like I don't know, I was just always like loyal to the group, and we all was like we was young, like so we all were. I mean, towards the end, I kind of started advocating and politicking for myself, like, cause I write, like that's the main thing I love to do. I write music, I write poetry, I write stories, I write like whatever, I write. So I was writing songs, I was writing music, and I was putting it in folks' ear, like, and like certain people would be like, "Oh yeah, that's dope. Like you can write and just keep it pushing." That's another thing too. Like folks pick and choose. Like they pick and choose. That's a part of it too. Like they pick and choose who they want to rock with, who they want to give opportunities to, who they don't like, or whatever the case may be. So that could have been a factor as well. But just from that time period, just what I took away from that was I always understood that regardless of whatever collective situation I'm in, whether it's a partnership situation, whatever, like, yes, be loyal, like, keep your word. If you walk into a room with other people or with another individual and you have pledged allegiance to that person and whatever, like, when y'all go into that room, be loyal, like, hold up your word. Um, but if it's just like a situation where like everybody collectively, and even still, like yes, be loyal in that room and hold your folks down. Like don't undercut nobody or like sidestep nobody or go around. Like don't be grimy, don't be shady. But at the same time, make sure that in that room, even with your partner or whoever y'all discussing whatever with, that yes, that's your partner. Y'all are in this thing. Y'all need to be loyal, but you need to be looking out for your best interest, and they need to be looking out for their best interest, and then y'all can come together and figure out y'all's collective best interest. But no matter where you go, what room you end up in, whatever the situation is, you need to always be the mouthpiece in the room for yourself. Cause ain't nobody, and again, like ain't nobody gonna speak up for you. Ain't nobody. Well, yes, people may, but not the way that you would advocate for you. And also, like it be folks around, and of course nobody is ever going to tell you this, but a lot of times people don't want you, like they want you to be successful, they want you to be big, they want you to like all of that, but they don't want you to be bigger than them, they don't want you to be more successful than them. They not going to ever try to put advocate for you in a way that would give you better opportunities than themselves. Nobody would ever do that. So yeah, that's just a lesson that I took away from that time period in my life. And like shout out to Ciara once again, man. Like whether you intentionally meant to help me in that way, um, or whether that's even the case or how things went down, like I took that away. Like you taught me that. You taught me that for sure. To definitely um, be selfish, like to a degree. Like be 100, be real, be loyal, all of that. But always, whatever room you end up in, make sure that you are speaking in the mouthpiece for yourself. And one more thing, and that's another thing, like why I'm selfish to the point where, like, I still don't have kids. I haven't been in a rush to have kids. I'm not in nobody's, like, living by nobody's timelines or standards of when people believe that folks should have kids. Like folks just be out here like having kids just to keep up an image, just to appease other folks that's saying, "Oh, you getting at such and such an age? Like, why you still don't have like?" Because I got goals. Because my goals are my kids. Because my dreams are my kids. Because I need to be so selfish. Like I don't have time for kids right now. I don't have money for kids right now. I don't have resources. I don't have nothing. Because once you have kids, and if you taking it serious, then that kid becomes your, it should become your priority if you're taking it serious. These like things, like people need to be prepared to have children. Like people need to plan stuff like this out. Like people don't, like a lot of folks don't necessarily plan for it. So by the time they start getting up in age, they goals change, they dreams change, they want to pursue different things, and they don't have the bread to do it because they paycheck got to go to the family, got to go to their kids, they got to go to child support, they got to go to whatever. It can't go to them. It can't go to whatever they goal and they dream is and whatever it is that they working on. So yeah, that's just always something that I told myself. I don't give a damn about the world's assumptions and perspectives or how they might see things or how they might judge things or whatever the case may be. Like time living by other people's timelines, that's a surefire way to make sure that like you don't get every opportunity that is supposed to come to you in this lifetime. Yeah, so I always told myself I'm not having kids until I'm in a position to where I can support them and cover everything that they need to a degree where it's not taken away from myself and what I need and what I want to do in order for me to do that. So I needed to make sure that I was in a better situation. And again, to this day, I still don't have kids, but I'm about to. I'm getting ready to be in a position finally to where like I can know that if I do have like I do bring kids into this world that they're gonna be straight, that they're gonna be good, that they're gonna be safe, and that they're gonna always be in a position where I'm able to take care of them. Um, and I had to be selfish for a lot of years in order to get to this place. So just understand, man, when you're moving in this world, you trying to make some things happen, be your own mouthpiece. Be selfish. Don't undercut nobody. Don't let nobody undercut you. Make sure you keeping it solid. Make sure you stand 100, but make sure that you are always looking out for your best interest. Y'all be safe today. Stay out the way. Take everything one step at a time, one day at a time. Focus on finding yourself and finding your purpose. I love you, King V, H&R.